Hi guys, this is Forte. It's June 24th, 2022, 7:42 p.m. Friday, heading into the close, and the market has closed. And I'm making a video for trade ideas because it's been a while, and the reason why I'm making it now is because for the last couple months I've been tweeting, sending message on Discord, YouTube a lot. And I'm like, guys, we gotta start cashing. Like I've been going hard cash, haven't really taken much trades, but I'm starting to see the tides are turning a little bit. I'm not calling this a bottom. Obviously, had much lower, right? And in history of the stock market, a lot of the times we just get a huge flush before the market actually turns around and start heading higher. But we have to admit that every time the market starts going down, it's getting weaker and weaker. What I mean by that is that if we look at how low it goes each time, we can see that I can draw a distance right here, right, between these 2 points. Basically, sorry, not the 2 points, but like a straight line, right? Basically, what I'm saying is that it's we're not declining as much as we did the last couple months ago. We had basically the lows that's been making it's a lot shorter, and we got a big rally in the last couple of days. Now it might be a little bit extended, but we could see that the market start turning around from here. We don't know. We only know that in hindsight. But as of right now, we should take a day at a time. And some stocks are actually starting to work out. And these are the names I want everybody to pay attention to next week that I think is tradable. One is EMPH. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. In this market that we're in, right, a lot of the stocks they got demolished. PYPL, even GameStop, right? GameStop is not, it's kind of still going flat, not doing really much. eBay, right? All these technology stocks are just dying. And there's one called, it's a stock in the technology sector. It's a solar stock, Enphase Energy, right? The stock has corrected over 50%, about 58%, but that's less than if you compare it to other stocks that's been corrected. PayPal is down over 76%. eBay has corrected more than 50%. But here's the thing, they have corrected 50%, but on the other side, EMPH corrected 50%, quickly bounced, and then now you can see that the range is getting tighter and tighter and tighter, right? And that's basically how I identify that the stock is in the middle of a stage, basically a stage one, stage four entering into stage one phase change. We can see that the moving average ceased to act as a support. Basically, we can see that in the past when the stock is in a stage two uptrend, moving averages, they all act like a place where you can add, right? But as of ever since the bear market started, we kind of just penetrate through it, but we're starting to bounce back, kind of in this kind of wave motion, right? And I can see that I believe that we're getting towards the end of it, because we can see that as it bounces, the range is getting tighter and tighter. We're making higher highs basically as we go, right? And we're breaking out of this little, this trend line area, and I like to take a look at on the daily chart. We broke out of the trend line and bounced from the 20-day moving average. We can see that the 50-day moving average is starting to turn. Once this thing gets above the 200-day moving average, we can see the stock entering into stage two uptrend. If you guys haven't read this book, the Stein Weinstein's book, right, you guys should have a read on stage analysis. I don't know if I discovered it in my YouTube videos, but it's pretty simple. There's a couple factors that you look at. But yeah, I believe that this stock is going to be one of the leading stock in the next upcoming near bull market. And I've got a small position, and a very small one. The reason why I got so small, because I believe that we might even get another pullback here, but we never know that. We never know until we're in hindsight. So I got a small one, but keep it on your watch list, because we might start doing something like this and start forming another buy, and I'm gonna add to it obviously if that happens. Another stock I want to take a look at is Funko. Funko Pop. I think it's really popular, right? Among young people nowadays, which is me. I didn't even know what it is until I asked my friends. They all knew about it. It's apparently some anime cartoon figurine store, right? We can see that the stock. This is a weekly chart. We're in this huge base since IPO, right? and the stock basically started a stage 2 uptrend into a stage 3, stage 4 downtrend, stage which kind of straight up goes into a stage 2 uptrend, and then we consolidated, and then we had a huge stage 2 uptrend heading into stage 3, stage 4, stage 1, where basically stock hold most of its gains and consolidated for more than a year, I believe, up 1.1, 56 weeks. So a little bit over a year, and then we can, you can call it a pattern head and, cup and a handle, cup and a handle here, whatever you like to call it, right? I don't really care about the patterns. All I care about is that the price is holding. We can see that volume are coming up. We can see spikes of volumes on green days, right? And what does that mean? That means institutions are piling their stocks, their shares onto this stock. Let's take a look at the daily chart. The stock pretty much consolidated, got a rising 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, telling you that it's in a stage 2 uptrend. We also broke out of this range basically with a huge gap without any earnings. I don't know why it gap up. I kind of live under a rock. I use Twitter for news, and the amount of news I get is very limited. So I have no source of news, which is why I have a Discord. You guys check the description, join my Discord, share news, whatever. Like I read them if it's in my face. If not, I'm not gonna. I don't really care. News is not what I look at. But I watch the stock. I have like 20, 30 stocks I watch every single morning. And this one, pre-market, it gapped up. I was like, whoa, let's take a look. And immediately I grab a little position right here with my stop. Somewhere here, just a very small position just to see the water, test what's going to be like. And we had a crazy run with insane volume. And then the next day, which is today, the stock kind of, got going a little bit and came back down, forming this little doji flag. And then if we take a look at on the 30-minute chart, we can see that the stock, it seems like we are basically wants to go higher. I can see that. How I say is that we're getting a little bit extended. We have a little pullback, and then we might even consolidate for a day or two, and then it heads up for another buy. That's where I would start adding. But keep an eye on the stock and the Funko Pop. It's if we take a look at the very bottom, I added a new indicator for myself. It's kind of similar to relative strength, but I don't really like relative strength because I think it's too narrow. I like to use this thing called, it's like the industry, how the industry overall moves. We can see that the industry stock, kind of has this, it's been declining this entire time, as well this stock has been holding at a pretty, look at this price, look at the line I just drew. You're really going to tell me that there isn't program being set, or people, traders, they're, putting in orders at $16, putting in bids and buying the stock up, right? So these are the two main stocks I look at. Another one I've been looking at is CD, right? I have mentioned it on my Twitter a couple of times. We're kind of broken out. It's kind of hard to buy, but if you guys draw a little line here on the candlesticks, right? We've gotten this little bit of consolidation. You could have bought right there on that day when it broke out of that little stage. But what I'm more focusing on is the higher lows that it's been making, right? And where the range is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. This is very similar to the weekly chart, and on Enphase Energy, EMPH. But it's showing on the daily chart, and the stock is basically done finishing its stage 4 downtrend, and pretty much corrected a lot. Now the range is getting tighter, and we're working out on huge volume yesterday and today, matter of fact. And the only downside is that it's Chinese stock, so be very careful. Chinese stock often have interesting balance sheets with their sales revenue, and sometimes I don't know how it works, right? They make so much money every single quarter. I don't know how, but there that is. Another one is JKS, which is another energy stock. I don't prefer it. I think it corrected way too much, in my opinion. Like EMPH, with this thing corrected almost 50% when November started, 57%, and then we have here JKS, another solar name, that corrected more than 68%, which looks good, but I'm not a big fan of trading. It's a lot cheaper than EMPH, but cheaper doesn't mean better. So another stock I've been looking at is Vivo. It's located in my city, Cincinnati, Ohio. and it's one of the biotech stock. It's looking like it's about to. It's basically getting rid of all these overhead supplies. Very like right now. So I'm looking at it, and wow, the volume today. Whoa, I did not see that coming. At the end of the day, I was not looking at it, but it seems like there's a surge of volume today that just kicked in. So keep an eye. Excuse me. Keep an eye out for this one. 1.7 million today. Wow. Interesting. Anyways, keep an eye out for this one. If we start, you know, breaking out of this high, maybe get a purchase. Might be a little bit overextended to my likings, right? I prefer to see a little pullback, but it might not, because we're also at $30 right here. Pretty good even number. And these are a couple stocks that, you know, I've been looking at, and there's obviously other ones. I'm just gonna mention them. This one already broke out, never mind. CHS is looking kind of good. And that's about it for now. RGP was broke out today. It is what it is. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's it for my video. And that doesn't mean that I'm not saying that this is a bottom. Anything could happen. We only know the bottom afterwards. So one day at a time, small position. And I wouldn't be shorting. I wouldn't be going long on gas stocks. Gas and oil stocks have broken. Especially the day I'm going to cover the hindsight and show you guys the day that it broke the 50-day moving average. That's the day where we closed below the 50-day moving average. It was a Thursday, and then Friday was like this, both on gigantic volumes. That's immediately when I know, okay, this might be a sign of big distributions. Not just easy one, not just couple days, but a one that might actually pull the energy stock all the way back. And that's it. Check the description. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/ForteCharts. Join me on Discord, discuss stocks. You know, you guys can, you know, have fun here. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I also take a picture of my notebook every day for my trade ideas. If you guys follow me, join the membership. Really cheap. You guys buy me like basically lunch for me sharing it with these ideas. But it's really cheap, so I'm not gonna take too much responsibility for that. Okay. Anyways, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.